Howdy, y'all gunpowder. How y'all been? If you just noticed a little bit of a pin link, that's to my latest video. Let me actually pull y'all on to full mode. We're back. It's been a bit of time, but I hope you all been well. Also, I want to make sure, how does the audio quality sound? Better? Worse? Overall, how's it sound? Audio sounds good right now? Perfect. The reason why I ask is because I changed the audio stuff slightly. Alright, I adjusted like the compressor and like the noise gate. It's a little quiet, but that's most of me. That's fine. I'd rather be quiet. It's just because I was adjusting the audio noise that y'all be hearing. Just because I was wanting to sound a bit better on like in-game to other people, like from their point of view, and so I needed to readjust it to make sure it sounded right. And so if this sounded a little bit different, I'm glad it sounded about the same. We're all doing good. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome on in. But yeah, when the last time we were here, I finished up this little bit right here. I finished these smokestacks as you're hearing. Gunpowder farm still working. But what you haven't seen is the inside yet of the factory. And this isn't going into the actual video, but for the streaming sec. And we've also took away the water, actually added some rope. And we now got a proper hot air balloon in the distance. I'll show y'all. I'll get on Rusty real quick, right on over. Y'all can see what I've been working on. When they tell you sky's the limit, there's ways to go beyond that limit. Because we got ourselves a lovely, lovely build. A lovely factor, and if I would recall, it's so massive, right? Like if I go in like my normal cinematic mode, you don't even get the entirety of it, so you gotta go pretty far back for it. Like, it's quite crazy, but I really like it. It looks so good, I'm so happy with it. But because we've been working so much on this factory, we've run low on supplies. And I mean, I'm almost out of supplies. I've been using stuff to get all that wool. It's about like 9 stacks of wool, plus carpet on top of it so nothing spawns up there. And then on the inside, we actually got a good old, not more erosion, more like actual resource gathering. We got our lovely little factory going on right now. So reasons why I'm low on stuff, if you want to check right here. We almost have like no iron. And the reason why we have no iron is simply because iron bars, iron door, and for cosmetics sake, and if I want to wear a full set of iron armor. Canonically wise, in canon, I've been forging iron and trying to make more protective armor. Add like studded leather. That's what I'm calling this, like studded leather. And we got our core blocks around, and we got some resources. We got like a bits of sulfur. We got our salt. We got our sand. We got our charcoal and coal. And then down here, I still technically need to like do the extra additional pots. But down here, this has been running. It's been running a good amount. And when I mean about a good amount, we almost got another full single chest worth of gunpowder, and I have not been AFK in that long. It's just from me working on this entire build and this running. So we got almost a single chest there, a double chest here now. But we can officially say that for the most part, this build is done. Now, I do want to do one more thing later down the road, and that's just add a little bit of a water mill. A little bit of like a water wheel right here on the edge side. Make a little bit like a housing water wheel. And then maybe add like a trough system with water coming downwards this direction. But that's later down the line. If I want to do that, I might do that later. But we ain't too much in a fuss. I will show y'all quickly as well. Up the rope to the actual hot air balloon. It's at the same height. It's at an altitude of 183. Well, this is really nice though. Incredible. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, but today I want to go exploring. I want to go exploring. I want to go mining, and I want to go panning for resources. Specifically now that we can get some of them plasma cells and bolts and batteries from the suspicious sand and gravel. We're going to be doing a lot more panning. But today's more about a little bit more of a chilled back, relaxed type of vibe. We're just going to be gathering resources, nothing too crazy. Yeah, from up on up in here. Got a little bit of a nice trapdoor. Stationary right there. And we get a nice little view from up here. Pretty nice. Add a little bit of a lantern up here to keep myself some light. But yeah, while I'm up here, right around here, on this block, I believe, right here. Yep. On this distance, the factory will be working at 100% capacity. And that's why we're working on it. And if you ever want to jump on down, you can just open up that trapdoor, or you can just take a nice little leap and turn around. It's quite nice. We just have a bit of a water pool right here. The water's for both two things. One, to keep this place nice and cool, almost like a little bit of a hot tub type of situation. Also to catch a fall if you kind of slip and you weren't expecting it. But yeah, I've also removed all the supplies. There are some supplies I left in these chests just in case I want to like renovate this place just a little bit. So we just got some other like little bit of a decoration type of stuff. I will take them sticks though. Just kind of need them. But there's like bits of gunpowder, bits of like birch barrels, which are sulfur salt bonus, some sand, some gunpowder lying around. And so I'm just running on through. But the game plan today is one, deposit what we have in our shulker for what we got. Make sure our storage is up tight. Then head down into the mines, get the remaining portion, what we're needing. And then afterwards, from there, I think probably go for some pen later on. Because I want to get stocked back up on all our resources. Check back what's down here. It seems like, for the most part...
Okay, you're starting to do that thing you do.
This building looking pretty nice, I must say.
I appreciate it.
Mighty fine. I believe they're building a stable of some sort. Looking pretty good. Hold on, Rustin. Be all safe. Yeah, we're just gonna sit on this, grab right here. Move that right over there. Also, I added some extra carpet, so I added a little bit of a rug right here. Just to make it a bit nicer. Yeah, we got all this right here. We want to put this stuff away. So like for our main logs, kind of keep up here for our like other assortment of goods. Put it right here. Our more colorful wool blocks right here. Our dirt goes here. These silos can go right there. Wheat in that. I had to get a lot of wheat and string for all that rope. Luckily, it wasn't too much of a hassle. That can go right there. Well, the eggs can go right there too. I know. Yeah. Eggs can go downstairs. I can go there. Glass panes right there. And that should do. Oh, I need to. Where's my die? Do I have any die on me? Thought I had some die. I mean, can't I just? I can. I'll just make a locker for right now. I lost my. You picked Rusty. I mean, that's the workhorse for the time being. We still need to get Calamity, but for the right now, we're just rolling with Rusty. Yeah, we're definitely low on supplies. That's for sure. Hmm. We need more iron. We need a lot more gold. We need some diamonds. We might be down in the mines pretty much all day today. And if that's the case, I'm taking this with me. Because what I'll do is I'll just keep on going until I can't anymore. And I want to try to stock up on as many items as possible. Just give me that food. Also, I've been getting some cattle, so we now got 30 stick. Don't worry, I've been breeding them cows, making sure that they stay nice and plentiful. Oh, that's so pretty from out here. That's gonna be such a nice view. Yeah, I don't believe anything too crazy today is gonna be happening. If I am, then it'll be later in the video. None of this might be ever. This is suddenly week 2 now. We're now in week 2 for the YouTube series. So this is all just exclusive streaming content. I don't usually try to show too much of like my resource gathering in my video, because like you don't need to be seeing me chopping down 20 plus trees of mining multiple things of stone and iron and other ore. Also, Zen, thank you for the 20 stream streak. I appreciate it. Thank you to all the follows that I've been getting throughout the past few days. It's mighty kind. But yeah, go try to maybe get as much iron, gold, and diamond without risking all that. Wait, I'm almost forgetting blocks. I need some blocks. I need them blocks just because I've been missing out. And I need them in case I need to block something off. I'm gonna try to do stone. Alright, now we can head down into the mines. Oh, still about like 5 of us still on? Yeah. Alright, Rusty. Let's get on going. Yeah, what have y'all been up to? Anything interesting happening? I'd love to see that the cows are still stacking with the chickens. What, embroidery? I'm getting attacked by ants. Well, I'm sorry about the ant attack. My final exam today went okay, but I passed because please I want to be done. I feel ya. Not much, that's all good. Sometimes just ain't much up and do. Sometimes just relaxing and just hanging on out. Do I got torches? I don't, but I do have coal on me. Alright, let me... There you go, 16 should be fine. Now you stay right on there, Rusty. No, so this is where them picnic that Forsey was talking about. Let's on being careful down on here. Because we get suckers like them that be spawning because it's getting water around here. And some people just feel like they don't need to be placing torches around here. For example, like that. Because someone decided to mine out some stuff. It's fine though, we're just gonna run on past here. That's a child that fell and is now chasing me. I need to lose it before anything else comes down here. I did bring them furnace. Bring my crowding table. The one benefit for us is we've been down here so often that I kind of have like a simple route that I can take. We're pretty much fine with what we're doing. Son. What's going on in here? Oh. Yeah, that's what I was hearing. Well. Made another bit of way. But yeah, no gunpowder. I've run through so many iron axes and pickaxes. Like, we take just a quick little look. I've now mined 2,342 dirt. I've mined 2,337 clay. I mined 1,773 stone. I've mined 1,350 terracotta. I've broken 28 stone pickaxes, 27 stone axes, 24 iron pickaxes. I've broken 17 stone axes and 9 iron axes. How much iron is that right there? What is that? 24 plus 9? That's 33 times 3. I've had 99 iron that I've used for that construction, or I mean, the explosive business is profitable. And I sometimes don't need to be using the explosives for what I want to be doing. Because don't worry. That gunpowder will be used. And I mean all of it. Whether that's through selling or through what my own plans are. That gunpowder will be used. Because now that that factory is full and running, we can put our plan into full process. We can now process all that gunpowder and make a good old profit into gold. That's some more coal right here. Thank you very much. Let me check on up here, see if we got any coal or iron. No, we got a little bit of iron. No, I mean iron, I mean coal. Someone's close on by. What's close on by around here? Okay. I see. We'll just plug that right on up. And we're just gonna leave that one be. We ain't touching that with over a 20-foot pole. No sorry. You best be crazy if you think that's gonna be something that people do. Thank you very much. This song right here is probably one of my favorite songs out of this entire playlist. One, it just does remind me of the intro of that good old radio. But also, it's just a good old vibe to it. Well, thank you. I'm glad y'all been enjoying them playlists, because they are sometimes a hassle to make, I will not lie. Trying to find a specific vibe, right? Because, like, there's country and western songs that you can pick from that are like country, but, like, it doesn't feel the western vibe, it just feels like country. It's way too modern of, like, time period. And I'm like, we need something that's a bit more older. Something that you could hear from either... that you would hear either from like a movie, or like you would just be hearing that would like fit that theming. Alright, there's a little box right here, so I can do this. Must be keeping the string, I don't need that though. Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, basically, it's like if you could feel like these would be fitting into like a video game or like one of them TV shows, then yeah, that was the entirety of the vibe. Because there are other country western songs that I could have used, and there are more being added every single day, but like some of them just aren't for what you're wanting. They sound way too niche for what they're having. Oh, my pick broke, but that's okay. That's why we have this little fancy box, because if we can get... we got 3 more iron right there. We can make another pickaxe. Climb on this back up. Climb back up on this crafting table. And we just need to get 3 more iron. We'll be fine. As long as we can make over 3 iron per pickaxe, we're making a profit. And that's my only goal. I'm trying to find music for an evil jester. I mean, that one was that one was fun because it was like, and it wasn't needed for like any specific reason. It was just like what fits a vibe, and it was painful a little bit because everything's just spooky clown. But nothing too crazy. Let's head on this way. See what we can get to. Glad I take all the iron that I can possibly get. Thank you very much. If feeling a bit stuffy, that means the lava's rising. Which is okay. That means we can kind of scout out where everything is without worrying about too many mobs. Too many of them unfriendly folk. But then after that, we should be all alright. By the way, them VODs, I got all of June done. I just need to make them all public, and then I can start working on them July stuff, which is all the Cowboy stuff. And they're all loaded up onto the VOD channel. I just need to get them on, what is it called? Not make them private anymore. What's them lava rising? There's that lava rising. So I'll probably do that after. What did someone make over here? I knew I heard you, and I didn't want to be bothered by you. Hold on. Yeah, we got a bit of coal right, not coal, gold. Gold right here. Now, what on earth happened here? I noticed some unpleasant folk that are trying to get towards me, and I really don't appreciate that. Let me take care of you real quick. I was about to say, there shouldn't just be only one piece of gold. That'd be pretty unfortunate. Where are you coming from? Make sure we don't miss our step. Alright, we should be fine. Alright, let me quickly just put our spoils right there. Get this on back. Let's keep on investigating. Yeah, they keep on coming up from down this. We're gonna run over this way. Oh, I missed some iron earlier. Not iron. I keep saying iron. I've been trying to get iron. I mean gold. That's another 8, which I'll check. Now what I mean by I've run this pathway many times is that right here, there's sometimes diamonds that you can find. They don't always right here. But sometimes some can form. But it doesn't seem like it this time, unfortunately. A little unlucky. That's all new. There's so many. Like, why is there so many? I just don't know. Y'all can keep fighting yourselves. I do not mind. Thank you very much. I'm gonna place one little torch right there. Do that right there for now. I am being a bit more cautious. I'm trying to see where I need to go. I can also come on that right side and expand, but I need to make sure the lava ain't rising too much higher. Because Mother Nature can be a cruel mistress sometimes. And I don't want to be in a position we don't I'm down. Well, that's nice. This is what I'm talking about. Like, why are you there? I don't be wanting to deal with you right now. And a bunch of them can spawn down there. Oh my word. How many I got? That my last one? Yeah, that was my last one. Whoops. Was not meaning to plan to do that. Let me place. I'm just gonna light up this spot just a little bit. See, there's gold right there, but there's like 3 of them I don't want to deal with. Well, I'm trying to find them in them diamonds. There ain't much around, unfortunately. I'm trying to figure out why. Taking a little bit of a tumble. Last week now? I ain't too sure. But I'm trying to find diamonds, but I can't. Like they just ain't around. And that's the confusing part. Maybe them geological, like, terrain generation changed a little bit. It's mighty confusing though. Howdy on in, Ghost. Like, I truly am wondering. Cause I ain't seeing any. How peculiar, how strange. See, because there's some gold right there, and there used to be some diamonds right there as well, but there ain't. There's nothing. I guess I'll head on back on. Works in mysterious ways, it truly does. Well, with that notion, that means that some of that stuff just refreshed itself. See, now there's diamonds because things got refreshed. Maybe someone already came in earlier. And like, I already got him to I before I did. We gotta be fast for them though. Yeah. I'm just gonna go right over here for now. Thank you very much. You can stay right over there. So many. And thank y'all very much. Was it 3? I'll take 3. I'm alright with 3 for right now. I see some more down there though. I'm not too much worried about them gold. Ouch. These little cactus fellas I ain't want to deal with right now. Oh, there's some up there as well. Hold on. And there's some down there too. Yeah, I'm guessing someone ought to came around here before I did. That's why they weren't there in the first place. Alright, that's pretty good. How much iron do I got? I only got 1 on me. Alright. I'm gonna be seeing if there's any more diamond around while it's dark out. I think it's just these deposits left. You need to leave. What I'm gonna do right now. Alright, never mind. I'm not gonna do that right now. Because I don't have time for it. Dawn skeletons, that's for sure. How's that lava rising? Came in a little bit of a precautious situation, not too bad. It's just they do be bothering me just a quiet bit. We just need to get on out of here real quickly. We should be alright. I mean, we got enough, I think, for at least one diamond. We did miss out on a little bit, but it ain't too bad. What that also means, though, we can try to get the rest of this gold that's down here. If there's any more gold left. Which that is. In a few decades, that's for sure. One right there. There's a bit of gold up there. I'll go grab real quick. Oh no, that's ain't good. Alright. Gotta quickly do this before any unwanted visitors want to come on by and stop me from what I want to do. I think that bead of gold just fell down there. Unfortunately. Alright, my pick broke, which I ain't too happy about. Let me make a stone one for the time being. Ain't as fast as iron, but it's still something. Because these fellas down here gonna be bothersome. Especially if them fellas over there next up. One. Alright, here's what I'm gonna be doing. Bunking myself up real quickly. Now you come to me, because I ain't going to you. We gotta run because one of my armor pieces just broke off and I didn't want to deal with the rest of it. No, sorry, let's just head on out for a bit and let's try to get back. I think it was pretty... Oh, there's iron up there. Hold on one moment. I realized there was iron up here. You folk aren't gonna let me get to it that easily though, that's for sure. Y'all can just stay on that side. You've been down in the mines enough time to kind of get used to them smog and unwanted smells. Alright, let me see. We can loop back around to the other side. I don't need the coal too much now. I need more iron than anything. So that's what we're trying to find. Well, howdy on Raiders. Welcome on in. We just got out of the mine. Well, we just got out of the lava portion of the mine. We got ourselves 8 diamonds from it. Hope you all are well. Hope you all had a wonderful stream. Thank you, Owen, for the raid. I do appreciate it. And if you're used to southern western accents, well, you're going to be hearing this one from me the entire time, because I ain't dropping this accent as long as I'm on this server. But I do appreciate all the follows. Very, very kind of y'all. It's Cowboy Mumbo Jumbo. Ha ha, very funny. That ain't me though. I ain't no mumbo. My name is Abolish. And I've been in the gunpowder industry. And we got plenty of it. Yeah, hope you all had a wonderful streaming. Right now we're just doing more of a casual stream today, restocking on supplies, because I am running low on iron and other precious materials because of my gunpowder factory that I made. From the gunpowder factory, product and otherwise. I mean, I can show you all the gunpowder that's been made so far in the factory. Once it's fully done, or once I get out of here. But for the time being, y'all just have to wait for just one moment. And the fun fact about this little accent right here is I've been practicing this. Got a Sagato, have a nice stream. Well, I appreciate it. Things start smelling by. I will say. Oh, slime right there. This accent y'all hearing has been in the works and practicing for 2 months. I've been practicing this accent and voice for 2 months to make it sound as authentic as possible. So 2 months of practicing from other people who have a southern accent does a lot for you. So this ain't my real voice. This is in VC on the mirror. VC. Some of y'all might know April Rains. They have a Georgia, Alabama accent. And so they helped me make sure that it was semi-authentic. And then the other thing is this accent ain't just singling out like the Georgia, Alabama accent. It takes different parts of it and other parts of Southern. So it's a bit of Texas with that Southern drawl. It's a bit of that like Tennessee, Arkansas. Has that Georgia, Alabama. Has a bit of Appalachian. And you also get some of that New Orleans in there. As a Southern, I approve. I'm glad. I'm glad y'all approve. That was my one thing is like I don't want anyone who's Southern to hear my voice and be like that ain't a Southern accent. I just watch the slime murder. There's over, I think it's 4 to 3 slime balls in one of my storage chests right now. There goes that iron pick. Let me see. Nothing there, nothing there. Let me check up there real quick and we can head on out. Only one right now? No, you got me 4 inch. Okay, so there's more out there. And we'll be taking this. How much you been in the mines? I mean, yeah, there's been enough. Yeah, no, I've been in the mines for a good amount of time now. As y'all can see, I've been trying to restock up because right now in my main my valuable box, if you will, if you want to call it that, it kind of, what's the word, running low, bottom of the barrel, if you will. And so it's not much, we've just been mining. Like I said, today's more of like a restocking type of stream today. We just vibing, we just hanging out. So we almost have enough for 64 iron, which I think will do us just fine. We also have enough for a bit more gold, and we got enough for at least I think one more diamond, which is really good for us. I find the power more factory. I mean, I use so much iron for the factory. Y'all about to see why. Whether it's for tools or items. I even made a full set of iron armor just for decoration. Because we aren't technically supposed to be wearing iron armor. But I think for someone who's making gunpowder and smelling ore, I feel like he would try to make up an inventory of like some studded leather armor. Which takes iron into leather. I don't know, stream. Yep, all good. Take your cares. Alright, let me check down here real quick and see if I can find any extra items. Down this very loud waterfall. Past a skeleton. Run off the river asking kiss. I don't know. Everything's been pretty clean so far. There's no extra runoff or anything. We actually are planning to use a bit of the river to make a water wheel in the future. As a bit of decoration, but also canonically as a way to power up the factory itself. And just a fun way of doing it. Are there trims we can find? I ain't too sure about that one. I haven't found any trims around here. Just totally naturally erosion. Just normal Mother Nature doing its normal Mother Nature things. And definitely not me when I look at my statistics and we look at items and we look at mine, and there's over 2,337 clay blocks mined and missing from the world. Definitely Mother Nature erosion. Look, y'all, when y'all make a factory out of clay block, out of brick itself, you're mining quite some time for clay. We also ain't gonna talk about the fact that I've used over 99 iron in just iron pickaxes and axes, not even counting the shovels that I made here and there. Don't drink from the river. The river's fine, it just lost its clay. Well, more of its clay on the riverbed than anything else on the side. Like, we go back to statistics y'all really want to see. I've mined 1,350 terracotta. I've mined 1,182 iron ore. I've broken 26 iron pickaxes, 9 iron axes, and 4 iron shovels. That's over 99 iron that I've mined and used. I think we can break if we don't have a mend and diamond. Yeah, you go through it a lot. That's for sure. You definitely go through it a lot. But I'll head back over to the factory and show y'all what we've been working on and what's been done. Because some of you probably haven't seen all of it. Probably just saw the exterior. Probably saw the hot air balloon I made. I think you've been slacking. I've been grinding. I've been working. I've gotten this factory and this hot air balloon and everything else inside of it working within 1 week. And I've still been getting 8 hours of sleep a day. I don't know how I've been doing it, but I've been still getting 8 hours of sleep. So come, thank you for the 10 stream streak. I appreciate it. Speaking of stacking, that's cow stacking. But for the time being, let me just stop on by my house. This used to be the mayor's house until the dust storm happened, and I claimed it as my own. And there was a whole weird little incident, but now this is my place. Let me see. I need y'all. I'm gonna put y'all in there for now. Thank y'all very much. 4 iron. Let me see. Any more that I can make out here? I don't think so. Not too much. We can make 1 more. That's up to 4 to 5 more iron. And then we can make our diamond. Where'd my diamond go? Oh, in here. No? Out there. There we go. I got 1 more diamond. Putting up to 2 diamonds. I've been spending a lot of my diamonds on trying to get plasma bolts and other stuff. I need to get more plasma cells, so later today we'll just be panning, because you can actually get some of them fuel sources from it themselves. But I'll let that run. I'll come back to it later. I'll show y'all the factory so y'all can understand what I've been working on for a bit of time. Fuels in the river. Yeah, I think because of whatever little Napa fella crash, I think some of the like ammo and plasma cells, plasma bolts fell in the river from the explosion, and now it's all over the place. Stable's looking nice though. That's really good. So yeah, we might be going panning. Well, we all definitely going panning later. But yeah, my factory is right through these woods. I do plan on making a little bit of a pathing way, because right now it's just pure ruggedness terrain to get here. But you come on over here, and you look up into them sky, and you got myself my factory, which I'm very proud of. Howdy Frosty. So yeah, that's our air balloon. Balloon, yeah, exactly. Out of character, I needed an AFK station for the actual gunpowder farm, and so I turned it into a hot air balloon to make it look realistic into like a western setting. So that's a full functioning AFK platform and balloon. Trying to escape on that. Don't worry, no witches or anything trying to escape on that balloon. But this is the factory itself. That's why I needed so much clay. It's because all these brick for both the smokestacks and the factory itself with the building is a lot. And when you come on inside, it's full of process and full of life. So we got our salt with our sulfur components. We got stones and around some sand as well for them TNT. How much powder we got? Well, it's been running. I've only AFK'd it a few times. We got 2 furnaces that like I used what the quote unquote make the gunpowder, but behind this iron door, also for decoration, I made a full set of iron armor just to have, just because I could. But behind this iron door, I still need to do a little bit more. Get myself my key. I need to clean up this down here for a little bit. But here's where we get all our gunpowder. Now there ain't much on these sides because I funnel it all the way into the middle one for now. But in this chest right here, we got almost one full single chest of gunpowder. Which is pretty good if you ask me. That's about almost 3 stacks, give or take. This might be the Industrial Revolution. Oh no. No. Y'all gunpowder don't know. If y'all don't watch my POV, y'all haven't seen this chest. Which is why we have a secondary chest, because this one's already full of gunpowder. And y'all might be wondering why I need this much gunpowder. People wonder why you need so much. And there's a plan that I have. Whether that's for selling it, using it, there's a plan for it. And that'll happen when time comes. But now that we have our factory full and running, that plan can stop being made. But that's for a later date. That's not now. Right now we need to gather more resources. They got a whole mountain? I mean, it could. Definitely could with that much. But we'll see what happens when I use my gunpowder and what it's going to be used for. Because honestly, in the gunpowder industry, a great way to make profit is just by selling it. It's not really much using it. So yeah. Also, this horse is our workhorse. This is Rusty. We'll get another horse later down the road. That's like as fast as we can get it. And that horse is gonna be named Calamity. But I am sure happy with this build, that's for sure. Calamity. And these walls, maybe more. There's some fools running around. No problem. Alright, let me get that rest of that iron that was smelting up in there. Make a few pans, and we'll start panning out and try to find some resources ourselves. And just like that, we got 4 to 5 iron once again. Take on this back down and put that in there. Funny enough, I have one of the rarest materials right now. Redstone does, because you cannot find any of that. Redstone dust is one of them commodities that is only around once, and after that point, it ain't much more after. Look at my storage real quick. Oh yeah, Dally. Never mind, it goes up to 54 slime balls now. My apologies. Where'd you get that redstone dose? The mine's nope, a bear cave. I found it in a bear cave. And I took it. Because I'm like, if there ain't gonna be any more around here, I ain't letting anyone else have it because I know I might need it in the future. This map a bit. I haven't seen Miss Apple recently, so she has not paid her double or nothing bet on the factory. So we need to go find her one of these days and get my reward. Yeah, that's the gay bear cave. Six more gold right there. Pretty on fancy. I need to make now a few of them pans. Some of that right there. One, two. I think 3 pans for right now should be all good and dandy. What cave? I looked away for 1 sec. Don't worry about it. It's fine. There's just a cave up in them hills. It's where the bears are. Well, where the bears used to be, I should say. Because they ain't no longer there. All right. Now then, let's go panning. Let's go panning down in them riverbeds over there. Try to see if we can find anything. Okay, from day one, yep. There are 2 bears, or rather, there were 2 bears. There were 2 bears, 1 bear, and 1 third wheeler. And somewhere in that entire grouping of individuals, there's a joke to be made. I just don't know where the joke is to be found. Now let me see. We can go panning. Out my old leg. Let me see. I want to be kind to nature. We want to try to pan up everything, even if it's something we don't want or don't need, we still want to pan it up. Because that's how nature replenishes a suspicious sand. Let me on see. Right there. So far, all we've been finding is dirt. I think I'm gonna have to pan at our gunpowder farm. Just because I remember earlier today, Forster was panning around there. And Forster found like 2 amethyst clusters. And maybe a few things here and there. We might have to start heading back over to my gunpowder farm. But for now, we'll pan around here, try to find something. We all know my luck. My luck is not the best when it comes to video games. When I want something, I don't get it. It's when I don't care for it, it's when it starts happening. We can also find some excess gunpowder, but I don't really need it too much. We'll see, we'll find out. I just break things? I mean, sort of. I don't try to break something, I just play the game. Like, my bad. I just know that the Umu, I realized the Umu has a light trigger. That just means I can basically just fire it at full auto even though it's a burst weapon. And at 1,000 rounds a second with 4 damage, 18, you can basically take out anything way faster than they can shoot back. Gun right, no blasters. There ain't no guns around here than blasters. Been broken, it's 33, or so suspicious, and yep, and that was by accident. Once again, not on purpose. I'm forgetting this. I forget sometimes that suspicious sand looks like this. And we found an amethyst crystal. Oh, good old boy. We found an amethyst crystal. Yeah, we found one of them. That puts us at 2. Yeah, gunpowder. What y'all been up to? Y'all have been having a good weekend? Y'all enjoy yourselves? Besides gunpowder, what's the plan? The plan is for the gunpowder. And sell it, and instead use it. But I need a lot of it. Unrealistic sci-fi blasters, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Y'all been doing good? That's good. I'm glad y'all been doing just fine. You actually are finding a lot more gunpowder now. Stress, but that's about normal. Y'all don't need that stress, y'all can just vibe. I do think someone possibly already came on through here though, so we might actually have to go down into my gunpowder area. Which is slightly unfortunate, but I think it's okay. Yeah, because right now all we begin is dirt. And that ain't too great. I'm really hoping to find them cells. So I can find them plasma cells and I'll be in a really good position. Because I need as many as possible. Just so I can have on me so I can actually start using the blaster more. Because the cells come by very quickly. A more reliable source of blasting powder. Unless I'm in the craters found earlier. And I might go exploring just a bit to find more. If people haven't taken them already. Alright, we'll do this last little bits right here. Or until at least this pan breaks, I think. We'll get on Rusty. And then we'll go on the outer edges again and try to find find any of them craters with fence boxes. See if we can get anything else from them. Yeah, nothing too much else. Look at that, more clay. Like, I don't need it anymore. I'm so sick and tired of seeing clay. I'm gonna be so honest with y'all. It is something I don't want to deal with any more than I have to. Nice, we got 8 gunpowder, we got 1 shot, some dirt. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Yeah, but let's go get on Rusty. Head back over to the factory and start from there. Oh, egg sack, I'll click that. I'm gonna make my sleeping bag. I lost my other sleeping bag earlier, so I need to make a new one. So, give it back to its original color. But now then, did you leave it at some place? I think one of them little nappy fellas might have picked it up because I was sleeping next to it at one point and during the night, and it came on by, and I woke up. I think its little grabby hands probably grabbed it, and neither of us realized that it grabbed it. And so little nappy fella might have it, and I think, you know what, that little guy can take it. Yeah, by the way, some of y'all haven't seen this spot yet. So the other day, me and Shep were hanging on out. And we asked little fella where he was, like, living at, right? And so what we didn't realize is the little fella's actually was originally living down in the mines over there. That little shack hut in the quarry. That's where the little fella was resting his head. And we asked, well, do you want a house? Because we know we've been letting it, like, sleep anywhere around town. And we were like, and it was like jumping up and down, nodding yes. And like, okay, well, we can do some real estate. So we showed her that house next to Shep, the old bank, and what's now, I believe, going to be turned into a stable. Seems like, oh yeah, pretty nice little stable area. That's nice. And so it claimed the bank, which is now more the apple vault. And we realized it kind of fits through the window. So all you got to do is just be a little bit skinny, suck in your gut, and then wander on through. And you're inside to the home. And we gave it a place where like it can sleep up here on top of these little spots right here, look up at the night sky. And then also back here is the apple vault. And just a bunch of apples. And down here is where he sleeps. He's surrounded in apples to make him nice and cozy. Stole all the apples? No, we gave him. We gave him them apples. We didn't steal them. Yeah, this little guy lives down here. For the time being until it figures out how we can get out of this darn place, because I'm trying to figure out also how to get out of this area. Because we can't be trapped in these four walls forever. And I've been trying to figure out how we can get on out of here. Anything in this one? No, unfortunately not. Is Appy's the banker now? Yep. Noppy, Lappy, Appy, Glip Glop, whatever you want to call the little fella. Is now the banker of them apples. Hello there, well, hello there, welcome on in. Now then, we're gonna start up my bank, not my bank, my gunpowder farm. And we're gonna go, what is that? This is 12 o'clock, clockwise. I'm gonna try to find where it's at. I know there's one I know there's one somewhere close by. Also, is it getting night? Because I might be doing this in the day instead. I mean, I got a sleeping bag. It should be fine. Just going to a place where no other little unwanted guests can be around. But I believe there's one somewhere around them hills. Also, rest is fast enough. Get right here. Done nothing on this one. Alright. I always know where my factory is because of the balloon in the sky. It's really nice. I'm really happy how it turned out. Let me on see anything else. You got your first kiss last week. Well, congrats to you. Well done. Don't know if that need to be shared to the class, but good for you. Yeah, I can do a balloon too. I ain't too sure about that. I kind of want my balloon to stay where it's put at. Kind of makes it easier to know where things are. Nothing over here. I think there might be one down here. Let me know and see. Gotta do a whole outer skirts check. Try to make sure that we can find things, but I ain't too sure where. So come up over these hills and go downwards. We should be able to find some. There's the old abandoned house. By the way, I figured out how to make these blocks, and my goodness, it costs iron. Hold on. It cost these little like corroded rusted blocks. It costs iron, copper, and like a water bucket. Something like that. It's such a weird combination. Oh, there's one down here. Anyone take this one though? Oh, there's two down here. I guess it's one. I'll be taking that, thank you very much. And I'm taking another quasar. Y'all might be wondering why I'm taking another quasar. To sell it. If I need to. I've been thinking, right? What if I find a bunch of them fancy blasters and we do a fun little bit of a blaster auction one of these days? Sell off and make some gold and possibly some diamonds to the highest bidder. I've thought about it. Because it's been about a week now. Most people should have some type of defense on them. All the extra ones can be good old dandy for sale. But we need to keep on finding them. I think there might be one down here. Hold on. Actually, before that, let me sleep real quick. Blaster bar trader. I don't know. Another B word. A blaster barter. You're bartering for a blaster. What are you doing on there? We call it a barter blaster. Or a blaster bar. I think a blaster barter sounds better. Blaster barter sounds better. You're sounding into tongue twisters right now. There's a skeleton on over there. I can just check real quick if there's anything around here. I don't believe there are. It's so hard to try to find these things around here. What I might do, right, is I might come out here one day with like a parchment and some paper, or like some ink and a pencil, something. Bit of writing. What's on here? Someone's been mining. Who's been mining? Who's been mining? Hello? What? Someone's been doing a bit of excavation around here. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, where's my force? Oh, there you are. Grub, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, raiders. But I might come out here with like some parchment and write down the like coordinates of where these fancy little boxes are. Just have a list on me because I feel like they're just always in the same spot every time. Feels like them tunnels, and they quite do feel like them tunnels under the town. So I ain't too sure. It'll be alright. Now keep your eyes out, gunpowder. If y'all be seeing something I don't see, let me know. Like right down there. Howdy going in. Not gonna tell none true. I feel like the old mayor could be digging them tunnels. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the old mayor was digging them tunnels. He did have a thing for doing some type of crazy stuff once in a while. So I would not be too shocked if he did those type of stuff. Alright, not past the whole... I know there's one down here. But I don't know which one it is. Yep, right here. Plasma cells, I'll gladly take. I need more of them. And I think there might be another one around here. I thought I remember seeing a second one around here. New man town. I mean, to be honest, I think the old mayor would mind if the new mayor came on by. I'm just saying. Is the Umu still in this one? Oh no, we got a Gleepa now in here. I'll take a Gleepa. Oh, there's another chest right here. Oh, there's nothing there though. Alright, we got a Quasar and a Gleepa. I might sell the Vaxler as well. Because them things are quite nice, and I think some people might want them. Might barter for them. I know them Quasars are going to sell for quite some type of profit. Got abducted. One of them two's happened. I ain't know which one for sure, but one of them did happen. But we'll keep on looking. Trying to find where we're going. No, there's one more down here on the right side of this tunnel right here. Let's see what's going from there. Nothing. What a darn shame. If me and Mr. Poliver now, well, got abducted, I feel like he would have gotten ransom letter by now. I mean, if Mr. Poliver got abducted by them little Napa fellas, at that point, I feel like he ain't coming back for a good amount of time. That's just me though. That's just how I think. But I ain't too sure. Yeah, if it was some random person. Or maybe Mayor Poliver got out of town. No. I thought I saw Mayor Poliver the other day around here. I'm not saying Nappy fella, I'm saying something like the Nappy fella. Oh, there's some more right there. Fancy that. Now hopefully no one's found these two. They haven't, and there's more ammunition. Thank you very much. Oh, and another Gleepa. I'll gladly take as many of them plasma bolts as possible, but I'm really hoping for some more plasma cells. And that's why we kind of need to get them panning up from the river. Because gunpowder, if it's just me and you, right? What about that sequel? It might be down in the sinkhole, possibly. But no, gunpowder, if it's just me and you, most of the people in them town, them outsiders, even some of them residents, are a little bit shaded, if you ask me. I feel like some of them aren't up to no good, if you know what I mean. And I feel you always have to defend yourself out here in the West. A little. I'm just saying a little just to be a bit considerate. How such? Some people just aren't what they seem to be. You start learning. If you've been around like I have for a good amount of time, in my 20-some years of life, some people aren't always who they are. Plant them under them houses. Oh no, I don't use the TNT for no reason. And planting it under them houses, I feel like would just be something that I don't want to get my foot into. That'd be like waking up an entire wasp nest that I don't want to deal with. Jeff Martin, most dangerous. I feel like a lot of them are. I feel like that fellow Martin's hiding something. Also possibly that Shep fella. They are kind, but I feel like some people always have them skeletons in the closet, if you know what I mean. People have them dark past that they don't speak about. Any more around here? Don't seem like it. Also, one of these days, right? I still think about it from time to time. When that little nappy fella crashed down from here, you can see kind of where it hit the ground and then kind of skidded across. I want to dig up around this thing. Because it was digging. Like trying to get this thing out of the dirt. So I want to try to dig up around it for it. Like get a group of people and us to start digging for it. It might be a way for us to like lower down this force field wall thing. Maybe if the hull of whatever cart, ship, whatever you want to call it, is repaired to some extent, it might bring down the force field. Anything in this one? A squip? That's one I force it had. I'll be glad of taking that one. And a bit more ammo. I have not seen the squip before. I'll do a little bit of a fancy little inspection right there. And it has a little bit of a zoom, not too much. Because what was that little radio frequency? Because here's the other thing people are saying, right? Is that people are saying the male that we heard all over the voice that one night. Anything over this one? Doesn't seem like it. That's fine. They were saying that it was the mayor that was speaking, but I don't think it was the mayor that was speaking. I believe it was the radio signal that the little guy, whatever ship came on crashing through. It messed with the frequency and was playing back over saying a sentence. Because it kept saying in different wording at like different points of time, like come, out, aside, town, pity. Someone else's voice? I don't think it was someone else's voice, but actually through the radio signal. Yeah, we can go back and I think we can go over to Grace's saloon real quick. And play the radio real quick because I think it might be still on the air. Actually, I haven't been over to this spot. Calling out for help because he knew he was going to crash? Maybe. Possibly. I ain't sure. The little guy can't speak too much. He understands us. But that's about it. I've been trying to think also, maybe we try to teach it some like basic English. Like being able to write on a sign yes or no. Or like the word want. For like when it wants an apple. Because trust me, I tried playing Pictionary with that little fella. Or charades with that little guy. It's quite difficult. Because it understands us. Just can't speak on back. I'm here. Look outside. Pity. Exactly. There's nothing up here. We came in right on back to us. But I mean, we got a few of them blasters. You know the wig for that? Are there more though? Listen. What is it? Napi or someone else? I don't know what did it. All I think is that whatever radio signal is coming on through, that's what caused it to change it. Now, if that was the Napi or the ship or whatever it may be, I just feel it wasn't the man that was actually speaking. It was the radio of what it was. And here, I'll prove my reason and my evidence and showcase what I'm talking about. You can just get one from Bunny and Misplaced. Got a whole box. I know, but they can't reach always. And sometimes there's no apples on them trees. Oh, yeah. Alright, Rusty, you stay right there. Yeah. Look, listen to this, right? Also, by the way, Grace has done a really good job rebuilding this place, because there used to be no roofing. Oh, just a little bit more. That's nice. But, like, look. Let's see if this actually fixes itself.
Let's get started.
Yeah. Alright, hold on. Hold on. Y'all gonna hear this real quick. Back Napi or whoever did the radio thing on the Sentines before coming here. I mean, sometimes you don't question. But like, it's this little thing right here. But since it was broadcast, hold on, let me. I have.
Let's get started. Mr. Polliver.
Mayor Polliver, son.
My apologies.
Just
Mayor
listen real
Polliver.
quick.
What is the reason you're reaching out to the people?
Why? It's the mountains of gold, of course. We've been chipping away for days, but we barely got the buckets to haul it back to the saloon. I figured we got more than our share. Why not send out the call?
Now tell me, and be truthful with me. Are you lying?
Son, I may be a lot of things, but a liar? No siree, I'm a truther. From the straps of my snakeskin boots to the tippy top of my late daddy's hat.
Pity's been run dry of gold for years. What's changed?
Look, I'm
Send
no
out the call.
science folk,
Y'all seeing it now.
Look outside.
Look outside.
The weather's been getting warmer.
Look outside.
and
Town of
softer than
Pity.
ever. And heck, the power of prayer can do a wonder of good.
Well, be honest with me now. How much gold is there?
Well, how big a sack you got, sonny? Enough gold to provide for your family and your family's family. 3 generations down the proverbial family tree.
What do you say to the people who say pity is dangerous?
Oh, I'd say that's a damn shame. I'd call it a pity. There ain't nobody kinder, nobody more generous than the handsome, gold-loving citizens of our here town.
All right, Mr. Polliver. It seems you've ran out of time. But it was lovely having you on.
Anytime, son, anytime.
Pity. Town. Y'all understand where I'm coming from now. Y'all understand where I'm coming from now. Well, I need to. Why is that so loud? Oh, that's why. It wasn't Mr. Polliver that was saying it. It was the scrambled radio that was saying it. And I realized that a while ago. Because when I reheard that radio point, those wordings keened out to me. So it understands us, and I don't know why. It might have been asking for our help because it was crashing. But something was wanting us to come on outside and see what was happening. But now we're stuck here. And I ain't too sure how much longer people can be friendly. We're all still cooped up in here for some time. So one of these days, we need to figure out a proper plan to bring down these walls here. Where was it going? I don't know. I don't know where it was going. Maybe because the alien language too changed it to something that was like semi-understandable. I mean, it might have. But like every wording that was used on that radio broadcast was the same exact wording that we just heard that one night. And that's why I'm wanting to try to find as many cells and ammo for my blasters as possible. Because we need to defend ourselves in case if anything does come on up, or anything does happen in here, we're gonna need plenty of it. Can you relive by using... You can relive by using as much about YouTube. Yeah, if y'all want to relive the entire, like, my POV from the YouTube, in that pin link right there that should still be up there, is in the entire day 1 POV of my first episode of this series. So if you don't want to watch a 6-hour VOD and you just want to see all the like short little components here and there, you got about 4 to 5 minutes that you can watch it. And even if you don't want to watch it all the way through, leave a like and just leave it playing on in the background while you're tabbed out. It will help me out a lot, and I very much do appreciate it because that means I can do more of this stuff. Yeah, next episode is going to be all of last week's stuff because each episode's 1 week behind each other. But you're going to get everything from week 1 all in one episode. So all this grinding stuff you're watching will not be there. It'll be all the funny little silly antics, like going to the grotto, discovering the bear cave, building up the factory here and there, but nothing too much. The unfortunate thing with my episode 1 is I did not have replay mod on, so I couldn't get as many replay shots as I was wanting. But now I got replay mod, and I could go on through and record all what I was wanting from different spots. You last night when I was organizing clothes, very fun, very cool. I'm glad y'all enjoying it. We have a gunpowder factory. Oh, this big little fella. Hi, little guy, what you wanting? What are you looking for? Hi. Yeah, take an apple. Or 2 apples. Is there anything you're wanting? No, you're just coming to say hi? Hello. You gotta be safe out there, alright? I'm also gonna be safe by sleeping. No, I'm taking a little nap too. Let this good old sun on pass. Oh, my bad, hold on. So what you want? What do you want to see? You want to see my factory? Yeah, alright, let's go on over. Be careful while you're in here, there's some dangerous stuff up around here. That's some sulfur, you got some sand, you got some charcoal. And some gunpowder being made in the process. Careful now, don't get too close to the fire. This is a glass blower. It's used to make glass. Are you needing it? And here's where all the gunpowder gets collected at. You want to go see it? Now you want to go see it? Alright. Go on in. Now careful on there. Last time you were down here, you almost got stuck in that thing. Yeah, this is what gunpowder is there, and there's also gunpowder right there. We're gonna be using the gunpowder to sell some stuff. I'm also gonna be using it. So I got a question for you, little one. when you crash landed here, right? You were trying to dig up around that little like ship of yours. Are you trying to get it out? Or you don't really know? See, this is what I wish I could write. So you understand. It's okay. Don't worry. One of these days, though, I'm gonna get a few of us. We're gonna dig out your little crash landed ship pot. Try to make sure that there's something that you try to need down there. Yeah. Yeah. You want to go see that on top of hot air balloon? Yeah, alright, let's go this way. Alright. So you gotta be careful. You gotta climb up here for a bit. Once you get to the top, it'll be nice and fun. Alright, use your arms. You just climb on up. Nice good old view. So high up, it's about 183 in altitude. Careful, little guy. Don't want to fall now. We're almost at the top. Oh, hold on. Close that on up. Then you can come up here. Be careful when looking over the edge. And you get a nice little view up here. Isn't that nice? Isn't it nice up here? If you ever want to, you can just come up and sleep up here if you want. You want to get away from people. Most people don't know. You can just take a nice little sleeper, rest right in that corner. Yeah, just like that. You can take a nice little rest. Yeah, I'll push it down just a little bit. If you want to sleep right there, it makes it a bit more safer. Alright. Well, if you want to take a little bit of rest right there, I'm going to continue working on my stuff. Now be safe. The little guy will be fine. See, even if you are worried about little Napa fella, I don't think the little guy's gonna do any wrong. But you also want to be kind to it. You can just straight up rude to him. And there'll be some issues. I'm trying to call for help because he was crashing, and since he can't speak English, he stole the words from the mayor's message and used them possibly. That might well be it. I'm really trying to find just some plasma cells here and not really finding any. Oh, speaking of plasma cells, there we go. How many did I get? 3? Alright. It's not much, but it's something. River cells. One sci-fi movie growing up helped me theorize about Nafu. They're definitely awesome components that you can kind of like connect the dots to here and there. But you never really know. Mean shop is just mean shop right now. Get some air. We look at that, more plasma cells. We have is more of them in the sky. There might be. We don't know. See, the one thing about it though, right, is that little Nappy fella can duplicate himself. Now it does get a little dumber, but it still can duplicate itself here and there. Always 3? I got 8 that time, so that was 5. So I think the plasma cells vary in how much it can drop. So it really does depend on what we're hopefully getting lucky with. They aren't super rare, it seems like, but they aren't common either. Well, I think we have been picked it up by now. We never know. We've only been inside these walls for a week. A lot more can happen within one day at the last moment than anything else, that's for sure. If anything has told me right since day one of being trapped in here, one day you got a dust storm hitting over your town, and then rebuilding, and that very same night, something crashes from the sky and it's down to meet us all. It's something to do with Napa Square. I don't think the storm had anything to do with the crashing, because the storm happened before everyone got here. This guy has more secrets than we can hope to imagine. That sure is true. But I can't let what's happening around me affect my plans, affect what I want to get done and what I want to do. All I gotta go is along with it and just make sure I can get done what I need to get done. I would love some more plasma cells. Honestly, if I can get back up to like half a stack of plasma cells by the end of all this, I'll be happy. There we go. Lots of strange seeds in the water. That is very true. Don't really know why. I think they might have just got washed up from the rain down into the river and got stuck in the sediment. But it's fine. Kind of like Nappy? In a way like Nappy. Imagine if the only way I could actually gotten clay was from panning. I think I would have lost my ever-living mind. Falling down the river aimlessly. Honestly, if anyone wants to do fun and fan art, someone puts Noppy in a little like Western floaty, like one of them big floaties that you can like put around your waist, and it's just that floating down the river. It would be pretty funny. Like, don't make it, when I say Western floaty, I don't mean make it look too modern. I mean just make it a little bit more rugged, some patchwork on it. Rafting down the river, something like that. It's just sunbathing, laying on its back, belly up, all sprawled out, sleeping, floating down the river. Swimming it? I mean, the water's pretty much fine. I don't think there's nothing wrong with the water. Not been going rocks every night. Noted that was exactly the same pose I was thinking. Little Napa fella. Just sleeping, belly up, floating down the river, not giving a care in the world. Sells boats and gunpowder yards. Then again, this is the 1800s. Let me see. Glass. Like, who says the river's unsafe? Exactly. No, full conscious, wide open, just hitting the rocks and spinning. No, I think he'd be sleeping. I went jumping into a river with leeches in it. We just washed up really well after. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of crazy. I haven't found any other fuel cells or fuel rods. I mean, I found a few, but not too much anything else really. And so I know made of a ring. I think they're more made of light. I think they're condensed down light. So I think we should be fine. It's just pure energy. But if anything, if it's just pure energy in the water, that means it's giving you enough electrolytes for what you're wanting, which means it's good for you. You can drink the water. If the water has electrolytes in it, should be good, hopefully. If you start the glow, no, I think you'll be fine. If you start the glow, that means you're just now a nightlight. And I don't think there's anything wrong with being a nightlight. The newcomers don't know about the ball's extensive knowledge of health and diet. Well, out of character, yes. In character, no. Most newcomers don't even know what my actual voice sounds like right now because I've been doing an accent the entire time and it's not even close to what I sound like fully. That's the funny part with doing the accent the entire time I'm on the server, is that when someone stops on by, they just think this is similar to my normal voice. And there goes that other pen. Drinking water. Yeah, we'd be fine. I need to go get more. I need to go make more stone. Let's head on back to my home. Drop this stuff off and keep on panning. Opus loving it, probably. But let the little guy sleep. I think he'll be fine. Yeah, trapdoor's not open. Once it jumped off the side, she'll be alright. Or it closed the trapdoor on its way down. One of the two. Nothing there. From the sky, exactly. Put him closer to the sky, and it'll be alright. Or at least they think it was built for Napi. Yeah, so if you're talking about the Apple Vault Bank, yep, that me and Shep built that one. That was about, I think, a few days ago on like a Saturday or a Friday. Easiest bank to rob? Exactly, but no one really wants to rob apples, so we're not too worried about it. Like, if you're robbing for apples, I think you kinda need to fix what you're trying to steal. Because there ain't too much value in robbing apples. There's plenty around. Or even worse, robbing Napi. I don't think anyone would take a Napi. The thing is, no one's gotten on Napi's bad side yet. And I don't intend on getting on the little guy's bad side. But I think that goes for most of us, as we shouldn't probably do that in the first place. Like, we almost got enough to make a full stack of TNT, which would be real nice once we get that done. But for now, we're not there just yet. We got 2 glues, we got a Quasar, we got a Vaxa, we got a Squip. And we got... I need to reload this because I was test firing it earlier. Yeah, this will be mine. My weapon. My blaster of choice. Having this with my Quasar on my back. And you might be wondering why. The thing is, right, we're about to do some damage calculations for fun. So both of these, the Vaxla and the Umu, both do 4 damage per hit. Which is quite nice. The difference, though, is that the Umu does 1,000 RPM. You can shoot 1,000 of them light cells. And it's 4 per hit with a blaster. Now, it only has 18 rounds before it needs to reload. This has 30 rounds before reloading. It's a 200 RPM difference, which is actually quite a lot. But here's the funny part, right? This is actually higher than 1,000 rounds a minute. And you might be wondering why. If it says 1,000, it should shoot 1,000, right? It's because the trigger's light. It has a very light trigger. And what I mean when I'm saying it has a light trigger, there's no cooldown in between each shot fired. So you can turn it into a full auto and burn through 18 rounds in under a few seconds. Way faster than the 800 RPM or 1,000 RPM that you're thinking it does. And you're also, but the thing is, right, it ain't just firing in one trim, it's firing in 4 bursts at a time when you're doing that. So it's pretty nice, if you ask me. Now, if we tried to show Martin his trick, turning coal into diamonds, Martin hit. I saw. Is there more aliens who know who's still talking first? Not really. We don't know any more aliens other than that. So yeah, I want to try to find more of these fancy blasters. And I want to have like a stack of them. Well, not a stack of them cells. Be more like, more precisely. Full clip in 0.92 seconds. I mean, if we really want to do damage calculations, I could do damage. Like, we can do rate per minute if someone wants to test it. But I'd rather have a bit more ammunition on me before we do that. Because I don't want to be wasting 18 cells out of nothing. I also want to find myself, if I do find one, I want to find myself a, what was it, a glorp? A glorpa? A gleepa? Because I have enough battery ammo that I ain't using, and I think that's the only thing that takes it. Big with the Umu. I keep finding them plasma batteries. I don't need them plasma batteries. I need them cells. 72 damage in 0.92 seconds. Remind you, we only have 10 hearts, or 20, technically. So I can basically, if I need to defend myself, I can blast out 3 different lives, and then some. If I hit all my shots, and that's not including, and that is not including a headshot, which I think does double the amount of damage possibly. Or it was like a 1.2 to 1.5 multiplier, I believe. These blasters are scary. They aren't something to mess around with. We heard 3x. Is it 3 times the amount? The power of the sky and American freedom. Yes, sir. Is it 3 times the amount of damage on a headshot? Well, technically, then it's 4. It's actually, that's what. Oh, it's a non-cannily. All right, so if you're doing one shot and it's full, well, technically it's a 3 burst. So it's 12 times 3 if you hit all 3 shots in the head. If you get all 3 blaster shots in the head, I feel like that's too high of a number. That's 36 from 1 round. You get 16 rounds per mag. 16 times 36. What's the math on that? That's 576. And if you're doing 576 in 0.92 seconds, probably about like 2 or 3 seconds, I would say, give or take. In about 2 seconds. If you're doing 36 per 3, and then 3 times 6. Oh, my bad, hold on. It's 36 times 6. Well, no, it's 36 times 18. Oh, wait, no? So it's 12 per hit. 12 times 3 is 36. It's 36. So that's 1 burst. There are 6 bursts, so you times that by 6 are 216 in 1 round. In 1 round. I did my math on it. I accidentally added another 10 to that 6 to make it 16. But still, 216 per shot in 1 clip. In 1 blasted. In 1 blasted charge. Now hypothetically, right? If you were doing that and you were able to fire off every like 2 seconds. Ignore me real quick, chat. Ignore what Mochi has to do real quick. I think of... Oh yeah, I also am doing a Flower Frenzy event on Saturday. Thank you for that, Mochi. Let me see. So the thing is, right, if you're doing 206, if you say you're firing about like 2 to 3 seconds, if we do 216, if we do 60 seconds divided by 3, it's 20. Oh, I think you can fire way faster than 3. Because how long is 3 seconds? Oh, I'm doing a little bit of timer right now. Alright, that's about 3 seconds right there. You can fire way faster, so it's about like 1. Let's say about 1 second, give or take. 1 second optimally. And you times that by 216 times 60. It's 12,960 damage from 1 blast, from the Umu at least. And then you divide that by 3. I got some more plasma cells, yippee. Divide that by like 3. You get 4,320. And the reason why you divide that by 3 is because, give or take, each reload, if you have the ammo to reload, takes about 2.5. It's about roughly around 3 seconds. It might be a bit faster than that, but when I was timing reloads and doing comparison, it was about 3 seconds, give or take. Also, someone thank you for the 3 consecutive stream streak. I appreciate it. So yeah, basically you're doing about 4,000 damage on average. When you take into account, I think I was doing, hold on, I was actually doing like damage calculations. And, well, that's also at max damage. I know I had some damage calculations earlier. What came out? Yeah. So by standards, right, raw damage output, including reload time, the Umu does about 4,000. by itself. We aren't taking into account, hold on. I can actually do a little quick math real quick. Alright, so if we go into that real quick. Headshot damage overall. With a damage per minute is about for the Vaxa 3,754.8, and the Umu it's about 2,830. But the difference is the Umu can be turned into a full auto and release an entire thing within a few seconds. No, 400,000 points. Let's go, entire. Well done. There's one more thing that I have a calculator set up for this type of stuff. So if we divvy up the final number, we get about almost the same depending on how fast you can reload. The blaster overall does more sustained damage, right? Because it has 30 rounds over the 18. But the thing is, you can't survive that long. What I have. Nicely done, well done. Yeah, if both things are all hitting all headshots, the Vaxa would do 3,754. The Umu would do about 2,879. But the difference is, overall, I believe comparatively, the fast time I believe is the Umu, because the Umu, it's 4 hearts, right? 4 damage is 4 hearts. Very dangerous. These weapons leave pity. I don't think they ever will leave pity. 4 damage is 2 hearts. Alright. I'm redoing more math calculations right now because I want to figure this out. 1 damage is half a heart, yeah. Alright, let's keep on panning. This has been fun, Gunpowder. It's been fun just to hang out and vibe. Restock on stuff. Alright, so overall, if funny enough, right? Comparison to the two. all you would need, if it's a 3 times multiplier, and both one is a 2-shot, you just need 2 shots to take out, or knock anyone down, in just 2 shots if they are both headshots. But the TTK, time to knock, for the Vaxler is 0.15 in 2 shots. The Umu is also 2 shots, but that's 1 burst. At a 0.111. Well, actually, let me. Hold on. Let me. So Umu is just shot, just killed. Yeah. We'll see. It kind of just all 3 shots fired instantly, so hold on. It's getting proper TTK. Oh, okay, well. Hold on. What war were these guns having these weapons? I don't know. I ain't too sure. Oh, there it is. That sounds about right. So if you fire it fast enough with a TTK, both are still 2 shots, of course, right? I mean, the Umu is technically still 1 shot if you line it. Because each round in the burst fires individually, the Umu delivers a second lethal. The Vaxler's, and it's still 0.15. The Umu is 0.0556 seconds. Instant, basically. If you can land both fast enough and hit your target, it can instantly knock someone down. Ain't that something, isn't it? Quite funny. Oh, there's my first one. How many souls I got? I got 13 on me. What cooked with the aliens evade? I mean, we got them blasters too. We'll be fine. Oh, I got some Hori apple saplings. I didn't notice that. We can lose the 6th one now. Hold on. I want to keep on testing something. I'm seeing what happens if you do the entire map on the Umu in 1.5 block. Pretty obvious to lose something. Them aliens would not expect the double chest of gunpowder. That is true. Hold on. Like, we aren't gonna do that to the poor Napa fellas. Waiting for it to go down the sun. Oh, ain't that lovely? So I basically reran it through the system, and the since I can mag dump it in an instant, in like 1 second, and there's no cooldown between each shot fired, it drops down the timer to 0.0167. That's ideally without any human error. Again, that is comes close to range delete button. So apparent, like, if there's no delay shot in between, because the even though it is a like pull space blaster, it fires fast enough to where you are doing 9 times more damage output than the Vaxler. Just want to give that as a show and tell, let y'all know. It's quite funny. But I also want to keep y'all reminded that it's not supposed to act like this. As not in character, Owen said, they noticed this, and then they realized, no, it'll be fine, no one's gonna realize that, but then they forgot I'm here. And I play this game how I want to play this game. So I think it'll be all fine and dandy, if you ask me. Don't bother with this either. I want to keep y'all reminded that Miss Appo, both in character and not in character, when I told her what I was planning on doing with this gunpowder factory, her words were, I don't know if you'll actually be able to get it done in a time span. And I told her, give me less than a week and I'll have that factory up. And then that's when the bet happened. Both out of character and in character. Okay, we'll see if you can get it done in 1 week. I got the farm done in a day. I got the factory built up in 1 day. I got the silos built up in 1 day. And I got the hot air balloon, which isn't even part of the factory, done in 1 day. Before the week time frame happened. I also want to say out of character and remind y'all, I asked how much too much TNT is too much TNT, right? And my answer that I got back from them, from both of them, was, and I quote, let's find out. So I made not a fully optimized one. I made it only have one layer. And it does 500 gunpowder an hour if I really want to AFK at it 24/7. Oh, more plasma cells. Oh no, that was 2 full plasma bolts. Let's go. I'm happy with them bolts. I need them for my thing. But yeah, no. For those who don't know who I am, my name is Abolish, right? And I do this thing of playing the game where people don't expect it to actually go that way. And what my gunpowder and what my chat, my regulars have deemed it as, is abolish proofing. It's when I think of something and it just works. And it kind of forms a meta sometimes when I play like competitive games, right? You know MCC? You know Railroad Rush? The Dynamite Strat? That was mine. That's what I thought of. Block Wars with its lunge game mode. I looked at the scoring and I realized it was on a ratio based system. So the points that you get at the end of each round depend on how many goals were scored on you compared to how many goals you scored. So if you score 3 goals and no one scores on you, you actually get the most amount of points. But that's why we played balloon tower defense. And because of that, we were winning. Every other team started defending way more. Because people realize if you just defend and no one else can score on you, you can kind of get points. Like, I also found them. Yep, I also found that ace race skit. By the way, right, that ace race skit on Clouds 2 was from watching the update video when they first introduced Clouds 2 skip. It wasn't even from the actual map being released. I just saw, could you go around that wall with them launch pads? Because if there's something there, then you can do that little skip, and there was. And now we got the Clouds 2 skip. I wasn't even playing. I was just watching. Like, what was it? I do a lot of fun different strategies that most people don't do that can work at times. Like, 2 Sandkeeper strat on SOT can actually be a doable strat. You just need the right team composition for it. But no, I have a lot of fun. When I play games, I kind of find like all the fun little strategies. You should not feel it's quite fun just playing a game. Because it's just how I play. I do things that I think are just silly. And then I make them work. And then it gets to a point where people are asking, why are you doing this? Because this is not what we intended. And I say, well, it's right there. I just play the game. Yep, Waves handed all the Rat Hunt chaos. That's another thing. When POW released their first ever minigame Rat Hunt, after they did Rats SMP, the first one, I'm the reason why they had to make 2 whole new update instances. Because I found too many spots that were broken. I figured out a way to get outside of the map. That was funny. I got outside of the house, I got underneath the house, I got into the rafters, I got into the attic. I ended up playing the cliff. Yeah. It's just literally so here's the issue, right? If I have something that I thoroughly enjoy playing, whether that's Cowboy, a minigame, MCCI, and any other Minecraft minigame event, right? I'm cool. If I enjoy playing it, or I have like want to like understand it more, I 100% everything goes into it, which is a great thing. But you then realize what's happening because I'm just playing the game or I'm just enjoying what I'm doing, and that's why you get an entire factory with a hot air balloon done within a week. Because I just play the game. We couldn't be prouder. Oh my... Okay, by the way, this is gonna be out of context, right? But you just, Copa, you just reminded me of Blueprints, right? Blueprints has been a game that I've thoroughly enjoyed watching, like, people play it, right? And I don't know everything with the game, but I watched a lore video on how it, like, the entire, like, connection of everything, and it's really, really cool. But that art gallery, right? No, I didn't break it. No, the art gallery portion by the end of Owen's recent like stream, right? I was looking at them woods, and I think I might have figured out some of them. I was writing out some stuff, looking at the photos that I took of the paintings, and I think I might have found, like, possibly found some answers. I don't know if they're right or not, but I have my reasoning to them. And I won't say what they are because of spoilers. And I want y'all to figure it out yourself. I also made a riddle because I've also noticed something that streamer still hasn't noticed yet. And I will only say what the riddle is until he is absolutely at his wit's end and he has nowhere else to go. And trust me, it's a good riddle. I mean, because I didn't want to be like, oh, it's XYZ that I've like noticed, because that's just not fun. So what I did was I made a riddle instead, so it still gives a bit more of that like puzzle solving creativity to it. I'd much rather have streamer have fun trying to figure out what it is for himself than me basically giving the answer, because that ain't fun. It keeps going. Yep, that's a fun. It is quite funny. 3 more bullets. Or 6 more bullets. I say what we do is we use our last 2 little pans right here, then call ourselves a day. Because I need to go afterwards to go make some lunch, and then after that go do a workout later today, and go do some other stuff. Also, what comes next after the factory? The factory was my build. Now it's just to build other little minor things to help out the town here and there, and then stop planning and prepping for what I want to do next. Because you don't have much time here in this town. So there's some other things I gotta work on. I also gotta start working on the last week's video and put all together the fun little bits and pieces to it. All the fun and moments. You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for the email so I know when I can get my Creo cards. Because I'm still waiting to do that Creo card stream. Because I want my MCC cards. I got 3 large boxes, the starter game board, and the medium box that I need to open on stream. Gambling always prevails. It's not so much gambling. It's more like I got these cards because I want to do. Honestly, it'd be so cool to collect the entire set. But I know that's not possible, so it's just a few cards I'm really wanting. And I'm like, this is just a fun thing to do. As a, what's it called? As a fun stream thing. That's a lot. It's about 600 cards, I think, when the last time I counted. When I divvied up all the math, it's about 600 cards in total. And they're all going to go into a binder, or most of them are going to go into a binder. The others are going to go into a little black, fun little safety box. Might be some secret res. I mean, they've shown us all the cards, and then I believe they'll also be selling the collector cards, the ones that they did similar to Hermitcraft, like the special Hermit cards. They're just like different alt arts. I believe that'll be something as well. Yeah, also these my Cowboy videos might be slightly shorter this next episode, just because I'm only gonna be taking the fun and moment parts from it all. Because I don't think you need to be watching me mine. I'm dumb. Get those sticks out of here. Mine for just tools and that 24/7. Like, you'll be seeing the Nappy moment, the grotto bits. You'll also be seeing a bit of discovering the bear cave. And you'll probably see a lot of, like, some other parts here and there, like going down into the mines for a little bit. Just some funny moments here and there. Only the VODs will be able to, yeah. And that's the thing, if y'all want to, like, watch the entirety of it, you always get the VODs channel that will have all my stuff. There it is, exclamation mark VODs. Right there. Literally right after this stream, I'm uploading all of June. Because it's all there, I just need to upload it. And then I can start doing all of July. So I can probably catch up to myself by the end of this week and get everything else done if I want to. just really depends. I'm the only one left right now on the server, as usual. You know what I think I might also do is, even when I'm not streaming, I'll probably go around and look for more boxes and try to get some more blasters so I can try to do a little bit of a barter, a little blaster barter auction of all different kinds. I think that'll also just make a fun little content for the server. Like, probably do that on the weekend or something. Maybe on a Friday. I don't know. Make some money before 1900s come on in. That's what I'm saying. Got 7 more. Honestly, getting plasma cells this way ain't too bad. But it is starting to get night. And we're right at the 2 hour and like 4 to 5 minute mark. I think we call it there for today. We did a pretty good job. We restocked up on most of our iron. We got a bit more gold and some diamond I can trade off later. Well, I think we'll do just fine. But let me drop off my stuff, reorganize my inventory. We can call ourselves done for today. And then all y'all new folk can hear what I actually sound like afterwards. Okay, I'm pretty much good on plasma bolts because my quasar only takes 1 per, and so that's 59, that's 50 shots, give or take. The Umu, pretty good as well. You're just missing that Glompa. 38 plus 18, not too bad. I'm gonna put all this other stuff away. No, it's not that right spot, not that either. So many bullets, so little time. I don't think we actually have that much little time. I actually think we got plenty of time for what I'm wanting to do. But that'll be for a later notice. But for now, we just sit and wait. Don't worry too much. Put that up right there. Put that in there. Bit more gunpowder. Torch that right there. All good and dandy. And with that, we're calling it a day. Now cue all the alerts. Alright, cool. Hope y'all did enjoy today. Also, hello is what I normally sound like. Hi. Hope you all did have a fun stream, enjoying it. We are going to be rating into someone. Oh. Journey Studios, I've just finished up a stream. We're actually rating into someone just now. But I appreciate the raid. Here, we will... Yeah, all good, all good. Here, we will raid... into... You know what, speaking of flower friends, let's run to Liam. Linksy Liam. Oh, wait, no. Yeah. Liam's doing a week for Make-A-Wish, which is also what is partnered with Flower Frenzy, which is going to be a fun little charity event this weekend. So thank you all again. I very much appreciate the raids and all the follows. If you haven't yet and you want to check out my day 1 of Cowboy SMP, the pinned message right there, if you want to help me out a lot, just click open that link, let the video play on in the background. You can turn down the audio a bit and leave a like as well. That'd help me out a lot. You don't have to watch it like fully, but just have it running. But also comment and share as well, yes. Basically interact in any single way possible. And if you want to subscribe to the channel to be updated when new videos get released, because the new video is getting released every single week while this series up and all this SMP is going. But with that being said, we're raiding into Liam. Thank you all again. You all have been awesome, amazing, and wonderful. And I will see you all on Wednesday with some more Cowboy SMP. Take it easy, chat. Be safe out there. And remember, abolish your regrets.